Hey guys, it's Tori here, and first of all, Happy New Year everybody. It's my first video 2018 and I'm very excited to be spending another year with you all. And so for today's video, I'm going to be debunking some of the most common vegan misconceptions. I've been vegan for about 2 years and it's only been about in the last year that I've become really outspoken about animal rights and veganism on social media. And as I'm sure you can imagine, what comes along with that territory are a lot of interesting comments and questions from people who don't know a lot about veganism. And so today I just want to take some time to answer those questions and comments that I see the most often. And the first one is, of course, where do vegans get their protein? And first of all, I'd just like to say that I don't know when or how the fascination with protein in the American diet became so popular, but truly we do not need nearly as much protein as people think we do. And it's completely possible to get exactly what you need on a vegan diet with some of the most basic foods like rice and beans, quinoa, broccoli, veggie burgers, even soy milk, and there's also protein supplements like Vega protein powder, where if you're really concerned about your protein intake, that is another awesome option. So the next one is that a lot of people seem to think that when you're vegan, all you eat are salads and there's literally nothing else in the world for you to enjoy as far as food is concerned, which is so far from the truth because there are vegan alternatives to just about any food that I used to enjoy before going vegan. There's vegan mac and cheese, vegan pizza, chicken tenders, veggie burgers. There's even vegan shrimp for sale that I've seen. Literally anything you want you can have. It just might be a little bit different from what you're used to, but it's still equally delicious. Another common misconception is that veganism is expensive, and it can be depending on how you go about it. Some of the most accessible and some of the cheapest foods are plant-based. If you think about pasta, rice, beans, greens, potatoes, all of those are so easy to find no matter what grocery store you go to. On the other hand, if you do decide to get some fancy vegan cheese or meat alternatives, that can break the bank. But even those things are becoming more accessible as time goes on and demand is growing for them. But if you do get seasonal food and you cook at home often, it is very budget friendly. And I love this one, you guys. The misconception that we are carnivores and that we need to eat meat. And this can be debunked so easily just by looking at the way that our bodies are built. So if you look at a lion or a tiger, for example, they have very sharp teeth that are meant to basically kill animals and rip their flesh apart. Those are carnivores, for sure. Us, on the other hand, have very dull teeth that are meant for grinding plants. We have the same build as herbivores. And this also extends beyond just our teeth, but if you look at the levels of acidity in our body and the length of our intestines, they match that of other herbivores because we are meant to be processing plants, not the raw flesh of animals. And it also, I would like to say, let's just hypothetically say we have a baby in a crib, right? And we give them a live chicken and an apple. Please let me know the day that the child's instinct says, yes, let me tear into that chicken and eat it and play with the apple. It will never happen because that is not our natural instinct to go killing animals for food. And also I think a lot of people like to justify their meat consumption by saying that animals don't feel the same pain in the way that humans do, and even then that they're buying humanely raised meat. So I think we should start off by saying here that all animals are sentient beings in the same way that your cats and your dogs are. The only difference is our conditioning and our perception of them. We've been raised over the years to believe that cows and chickens are okay to eat, but cats and dogs are not okay to eat. But all of those animals have unique personalities and a desire to live and feelings all the same. So I don't think it's fair to pick and choose which animals are okay to keep alive and cherish and which ones can be thrown into a slaughterhouse without a second doubt. And on the same token, humanely raised meat is a complete myth. Saying grass-fed beef or cage-free eggs, those are basically just industry terms for very minute details in the way that they are raised, but there's no actual regulation to make sure that the animals are being raised humanely. And even then, that's basically just saying humane murder, which is a total oxymoron because no matter how it is done, an animal is still losing their life prematurely when they have a desire to live. And one of the most common objections I get from people when talking to them about a vegan diet is that meat just tastes too good and they couldn't give it up. And believe me when I tell you that not all vegans go vegan because they don't like the taste of meat. I mean, I grew up eating chicken and all of those things, and I liked it. Like, I'm not gonna deny that to you guys, but for me, it was more about putting my ethics above the taste of my food, and also realizing that I didn't have to give up the taste of my food to stop contributing to the cruelty of animals. There are so many amazing brands of meat alternatives out there now, like Gardein, Field Roast, Beyond Meat, and they are so mind-blowing that some people might not even be able to taste the difference. Even if you like the taste of meat, you don't have to leave it behind. It's just trying new options. And it's very easy to say that vegans aren't making a difference and that the animals are still gonna be killed for meat whether we choose to eat them or not. But that can simply be debunked by a simple law of economics that when demand decreases, so does the supply. So as less people consume meat, there's less demand to breed and kill these animals for these products. Just look at the dairy industry, for example, which is very quickly dwindling. So I think as more people become educated on their food and realize how corrupt the meatpacking industry is, the demand for those meat products is gonna go down in the same way. And then less animals will be harmed. And there's a lot of misinformation about nutrition out there because a lot of the information that we get is being funded by the meatpacking industry and the dairy industries. The truth is, we do not need any animal products to get all of the vital nutrients that we need. Aside from protein, which I've already addressed, some of the most common concerns for people are B12, which you can get from nutritional yeast or fortified foods like non-dairy milk and cereals. Another one is calcium, which you can get from dark leafy greens, broccoli, or beans. You can get iron from lentils, chickpeas, and quinoa. And if you're still concerned that you're not getting all of the nutrients that you need from your diet, supplements are always an option. So there you have it, you guys. I've debunked some of the most common misconceptions about being a vegan. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to comment below. I'd love to answer them. And if you have any curiosity about going vegan, the #1 thing I can recommend is just to try it. Maybe go a week or try a month. Challenge yourself to try new things and live a life that's cruelty-free and totally healthy for your body. I'll leave a few links in the description with some recipes and product recommendations and just some ideas to get your minds flowing on it. So thank you for checking out this video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe for more videos coming soon, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!